This morning on DC News Now, we're starting off with temperatures in the 40s for many locations. But notice Luray starting off low 60s already. That warmer air will continue to overspread the region over the next several hours, going for high temperatures near 80 later on this afternoon. But it's short-lived. More details on the rest of that 7-day coming up.
The shooting this morning, the two shootings of the two news reporters and the shooting of the mother and the 9-year-old child are all connected.
5 people shot yesterday in a Central Florida neighborhood. 3 died, including a TV reporter and a 9-year-old girl. What we know this morning.
Plus, an alleged shoplifter shot and killed. What we are learning about the incident at Tyson's Corner Center.
And a group of volunteers on a mission to keep Metro riders safe. Hear from the Guardian Angels coming up.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Time right now is 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside on this Thursday morning. Beautiful start to our day, Jackie, and it's only going to get warmer.
Yeah, and yes, today is the pick of the week because we're going to be tracking those high temperatures. Very warm for this time of the year, possibly record-breaking territory later on this afternoon with highs nearing 80 degrees, but it is short-lived. We're not going to be seeing that for tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's more so back to reality. But out there this morning, still on the cooler side of things for much of the region, but notice the anomaly, the outlier. It's Luray, already coming into low 60s right now, and that warmer air will continue to overspread the region over the next several hours. But right now in DC, we're currently 46, upper 30s in Hagerstown and Cumberland. So it looks like areas closer towards 95, and mainly for the eastern half of the DMV. Definitely want to make sure that you do have that jacket as you're stepping out the door this morning, and then you will not need it later on today as those temperatures will climb. If you're trying to plan out the rest of your Thursday, we're looking at 7 a.m. Temperatures 60s, and then we're back in the low 70s as early as 11 a.m. By 3 p.m., we're looking at 80 degrees, feeling much more like late May, early June as opposed to late February. But like I mentioned, it's back to reality tomorrow, tracking those highs tomorrow into the low 50s, then even colder as we get towards Saturday. I have all latest details on those numbers coming up right now. I do want to toss it over to Shanika, the on-board traffic update. How are those roadways out there this morning?
But Jackie, we don't want to go back to reality. We like this 80-degree weather today. Looking at 95 heading northbound in Quantico. So somewhere in this area, you're going to find a crash, and it is slowing things down for commuters. As you can see, you are backed up. Let's flip over to the maps, looking at 66 east and west, 95 north and southbound. The rest of the way you're looking okay. Once you get up to the mixing bowl, once you're heading inbound, you are very clear. Everything is all normal right now over the American Legion Bridge and Woodrow Wilson Bridge. In Maryland, same thing. We do have this one crash though, 270 heading southbound. That's right before the 270 spur, so do be careful there.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Your Know and Go headlines this morning. A TV reporter in that deadly shooting in Florida who was killed has been identified as Dylan Lyons. He was with his photographer, Jesse Walden, according to their station. Right now, Walden is in critical condition. We'll have more on this story in just a moment.
And parents and school officials in Montgomery County speaking out after an increase in anti-Semitic incidents in the school. District officials say they've recorded 9 separate incidents just this week. Community leaders are now working with county officials on an anti-hate task force to address the issue.
And 3 people are dead after being shot in a Central Florida shooting. A woman was shot and killed yesterday morning. Then Dylan Lyons, an Orlando TV reporter, was shot with his photographer while covering that story earlier in the day. Again, Lyons died. A 9-year-old was also shot and killed. We'll have more on that story coming up.
And DC police are investigating after multiple ATMs were illegally dumped near Watts Branch Creek in Northeast. The FBI is helping with the investigation. It comes just a month after the National Park Service removed about 1,000 illegally dumped tires from Anacostia Park in Southeast. All right, your time right now is 6:03. Police in Fairfax County shot and killed a man near Tyson's Corner Center last night. Investigators say this all started as a call about a theft. DC News Now's Tosin Fakile is live near the center this morning. So, Tosin, there's still a lot of questions this morning about how everything happened.
Yeah, Tanaya, that's right. One of those questions is, was that man armed or not? And that is something that police say that again, they don't have the answers to just yet. Now, because that shooting happened in a wooded area and at night, today, police are expected to return to that area some more to collect some more evidence. Now, police say they responded to a call about a theft here, and when they spotted the person they believed was the suspect, they say that man ran. Fairfax County Police Chief said the suspect ran into a heavily wooded area and 2 officers chased the man. About 20 to 30 yards into that wooded area, investigators say the officers, one in uniform and the other in regular clothes, used verbal commands with the suspect. And at some point after that, the officers shot at that man. That man later died at the hospital. But police are being careful on saying whether or not the suspect had a firearm.
I do not know what was in the suspect's possession at the time of this shooting. We have to really go over every square inch of this patchy area of trees and shrubbery to make sure we collect every relevant piece of evidence that can help us really get to the bottom of what happened.
Now, the police chief says one of the officers had a body cam on, and they'll review that body cam footage and at some point release it. Now, as for the identities of those officers or the victim, police aren't saying much, but they did say this much. The officers, they say, are veterans of the force. That man that was shot, they say, is well known to law enforcement in the National Capital Region and had a violent history. Back to you.
All right, Tosin, thank you. Your time right now is 6:05. We have an update this morning involving that deadly shooting in Florida that killed a TV reporter and a 9-year-old girl. Spectrum News 13 has confirmed the reporter killed is Dylan Lyons. Now, the photographer who Lyons was with has been identified by the station as well as Jesse Walden. Right now, Walden is in critical condition. And according to officials, deputies were responding to a shooting involving a 20-year-old woman who was killed. The sheriff's office says after investigators left the scene, the news crew stayed parked outside. Investigators say that is when the suspect, 19-year-old Keith Moses, walked up to the news vehicle and shot Lyons and his photographer. Now, authorities then said that Moses walked into a home and shot and killed a 9-year-old girl. The girl's mother was also injured. Moses is in jail. The reporter who was shot again was killed, the photographer in critical condition. And the owner of their station, Spectrum News, releasing this statement that reads in part, quote, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of our colleague and the other lives senselessly taken today. Our thoughts are with our employees, their family, their friends, and co-workers during this very difficult time. We remain hopeful that other colleagues who were injured makes a full recovery."
So this is our 3rd day back into school. And to have 9 incidents happen within our school system says that this is absolutely unacceptable.
All right, happening now, parents and school employees calling for change with the recent rise in anti-Semitic hate crimes in Montgomery County schools. So far, MCPS officials, they've reported 9 incidents in just 1 week. Now, this seems to be a continuing trend that started years ago.
That's right. In a letter to Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich, Councilmember Evan Glass noted there were 143 bias incidents reported in the county in 2021. That is the highest in nearly a decade. In January of this year, a dozen anti-Semitic messages were reported in the county. That's 5 more than there were in December. In one instance, a middle school student sent a derogatory message to another student. County Council member Evan Glass has called for the establishment of an anti-hate task force. Last night, county officials held a virtual meeting to discuss the next steps. Ahead of that meeting, Glass said the anti-hate task force is in the works.
The county executive and I have spoken. He is on board. We are now working on the parameters and the makeup of this so that we can get to work as quickly as possible.
We're trying to do a proactive meeting with Jewish parents who are concerned so that in the event that it does happen in their school, we can explain to them what to do.
Our team spoke with parents and students in the county who say they hope the school district can learn to prevent these hate crimes from happening in the first place.
They can crack down. They can actually, catch the people who are doing it, maybe try to prevent it.
It's just wrong. That's no place. It shouldn't be in our schools anymore. I have a lot of friends who are Jewish, and I respect them, and they respect me, and I think we should all give them the same respect they deserve.
Now, the surge in hate crimes is not limited to Montgomery County. Oftentimes, the situations do escalate past graffiti and racist messages.
And a new report from the Anti-Defamation League shows hate-related killings are much more prevalent across the country. Now, according to the report, the number of mass murders in the United States linked to extremist views was at least 3 times higher in the last decade than any time since the 70s. This includes situations like the white supremacist mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. In the 2010s, there were 21 mass killings driven by extremism. 164 people also died in that decade, more than any decade than the 90s. And a local group of volunteers are stepping up to patrol the metro. The Washington, D.C. chapter of the Guardian Angels wants people to feel safe on their commutes. Now, their mission is to deter crime or stop it as it's happening. They will be periodically in train cars and on platforms, giving people a sense of comfort. Metro Transit Police were asked about the Guardian Angels and said they appreciate all eyes and ears on the system.
People see us, they know we are ones that will get involved. Meaning if a fight break out, we will go in, we're going to break it up, have a talk with them, send them on their way.
Right now, the Guardian Angels have about 30 members, and by spring, they're hoping to have 100.
Your time right now is 6:10 this morning. DC's new 911 call center director is promising serious changes to win back the public's trust after years of criticism. Acting Director Heather McGaffin has already implemented some changes to how the call center operates. She has increased training from 5 weeks to 14 weeks. She also is putting 5 supervisors on the floor, which is up from just 2. Most importantly, McGaffin says she's focusing on helping workers deal with the high-stress environment.
It's training, it's helping them to better understand the technology, it's listening to the employees when they raise their hand and say, there's too much, we are in sensory overload here. And also it's holding people accountable.
McGaffin says the public should have trust in 911 going forward despite the past failures.